Hey, lovely people. Welcome to my channel, Being a Carer with me, Kes. There are so many pros of being a healthcare assistant, and there are also the cons. Now, the cons are the ones that most people, when they think about it, they're like, I do not want to be a healthcare assistant. So what exactly are these pros and the cons? Stick with me, and I will tell you what they are. My name is Kesiena Akwara Ati, a health and social care trainer. To all you, my wonderful old and new returning subscribers, wow, you guys simply blow my mind. And hey, if you're just watching this channel for the first time, hello, what are you waiting for? Smash the subscribe button, yeah? Give me a thumbs up, like the video, and of course, click on that notification bell. So whenever I upload a video, you'll be among the very first to know. Also, follow me on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Care by Kes. So what are the pros and the cons of being a healthcare assistant? Now, as a healthcare assistant, in some cases, depending on the setting where you find yourself, either in the dorm sector or the care home or the nursing home, you may have to work with some complex cases. And by that, I mean you might be working with people where you have to help them care for their catheter. And by care, I mean emptying it. You may have to learn or be taught how to flush a peg where they feed through. Now, I was taught that, but intrusive care is not for me. I know my boundaries, okay? You can also be taught how to care for the stomach, okay? Or how to care for somebody who has tracheotomy. So yes, you do get to deal with some very complex and specialized cases. Now, this also can become a pro for them as well, as in you can lead you to becoming either a doctor, like you remember the story of Dr. Murphy, who was a carer, then he became a phlebotomist, and now he is a certified medical doctor. If you haven't watched that video, I implore you to please watch it and be inspired. As a healthcare assistant, because you work with these complex cases, you can become a nurse if you want to. You can become a scrub nurse, a theater nurse. You can become anything really that you want to be. All right? So that is a wonderful pro that's attached to being a healthcare assistant. Now, as a healthcare assistant, I want to believe, in my opinion, you can progress really, really far. Now, if you're a graduate, like I said before, no need to do NVQ3. Go for 4, 5, 6. Okay? Now, that gives you opportunity to be a team leader, a deputy manager, if you have NVQ 5 and 6, a manager. Now, if at the end of your 5 years, you do not want to proceed as being a healthcare assistant, you can start your own business. Now, if you have not watched the video where I talked about other career progression paths you can pursue, if you no longer want to be a healthcare assistant, this was uploaded last year, I think about this time last year or so. If you haven't, please go and watch it and have an idea of what you want to do at the end of your 5 years. Okay? Now, as a healthcare assistant, you get to appreciate life. How do I mean? You meet people who had it all, but somewhere along the line, life happened. And they have no single inkling of what they had or did not have before then. All goes. So you begin to appreciate life more and what you have and the life you have. You also begin to appreciate health, your health, because they say that health is wealth. So you will appreciate the health that you have. Being a healthcare assistant also helps you to be patient. Okay? Because the truth is that working with people who have dementia, Alzheimer's, and all of that, trust me, you will need to be patient. Because if you're not patient, you could get into trouble. And that trouble, trust me, guys, you don't want to go there. Okay? Now, being a healthcare assistant, it helps to learn, helps you, or rather, or teaches you to love people. Now, you see people who are dependent on you for everything, for their meals, for their care and everything. Come on. You will learn to love, except, of course, you don't know how to love. Because the truth is, what you don't have, you cannot give to anybody. If that makes any sense. So I think being a healthcare assistant is really, really good because of all these other things I have, explained already. Now, what are the cons of being a healthcare assistant? I know some of you are saying, yeah, you know what they are. Yes, you do know what they are. Personal care. Now, the personal care turns a lot of people off, but it has to be done. Now, I'm looking at you now, maybe you're thinking I've never had to do some serious number twos. Oh, yes, I've had to clean up some serious number twos. The number twos that got all the way to the back. I have had to clean. And I did it smiling, okay? Because it is not their fault. Life happened. Now, let's not forget also that some of them, particularly those who have spinal cord injuries, who have been like that from birth, they were born like that. If you get what I mean, okay? Now, another con of being a healthcare assistant that you can be abused and there's really nothing you can do about it. You are not to confront them. Why? They don't have that mental capacity for you to do that. Now, I have been called so many unprintable names. I have been spat at. I have been punched. I have been kicked. I have been scratched. But hey, if I may say, a lot of them do not even know what they are doing. They don't even remember their names. So my plea to you is that if you are going through the same thing, don't take it personal, because it isn't. You know, it isn't. If you walk out that door, come back in, they'll be like, who are you? Rather be humorous about it. Play, joke about it. I have been called a black monkey. What did I do when I was told that? I just started, and everybody started laughing. And of course, tension diffused. So, like I said, it doesn't matter. And the particular person called me a black monkey, we became very good friends. Now, I thought some of you are saying to yourselves, oh, I have cared for so and so, I've tried on my best, and they're not, responding, they're still stubborn and all of that, particularly in the dumb sector. Can I tell you something? When you have done everything from your heart to make them comfortable, and they're still the way they are, just sit down and say, I have tried to make you happy, blah, blah, blah. You don't seem to be happy, or nothing seems to make you happy, rather. Start crying. If you are wondering why I say that, don't worry. Story for another day. But do that, and trust me, everything will stop. All the aggression will stop. And they will accept what you're trying to do with them. Now, another con of being a healthcare assistant is that for some of us, we lose ourselves in the job. Now, don't get me wrong. We lose ourselves in the sense that we stop to look after us. We don't have any sense of dressing anymore. We don't know how to take care of ourselves. We just let go. Hello. It is a job, not a way of life. So if you're a healthcare assistant out there and you have lost yourself, you don't care about how you look anymore, all your colors are just going haywire, your personal look, you don't care. Nah. It's time to retrace your steps and look after yourself. Make yourself look good. Wear nice clothes. Do proper color combinations. Use your perfumes. Look good. It's not the end of the world. So please, yes, I do know you stay with them all the time. And sometimes some of us tend to behave like them, like old people, when you are not. So what I am saying, I'm appealing to you now is this. Look after you. Does that make sense? Another con of being a healthcare assistant is this. If you went into the job or you took up the job just to relocate over here with your family, but you don't really have much love in you to give. The job just because, it helps to put food on the table, you are not into it. Well, I have bad news for you. You will be frustrated. That's just the honest truth. I've come to a stage in my life where I believe that if my heart is not in anything, I don't do it. Why? I will be frustrated. I will be angry all the time. And that is something you do not want at all. I hope that makes sense. Some of you are wondering, oh, Kes, you haven't talked about living carers. Don't worry. I will talk about that in my next video. So until I see you then, always remember this. Never you forget that no matter what the matter is, you, my lovelies, you matter so much more.